Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Lilly Loves Tarot. Welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you. Welcome. I also want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers, the viewers, the cross-watchers, those who are intrigued by this channel and you keep coming back. I welcome you. I welcome you back to the platform. Today, this is going to be Lily's Gems. For those of you who are new, Lily's Gems are some of the themes that I discuss that I am currently pulling in tarot readings. And on this channel, because we are about living, learning, and loving, I feel that these are some issues that I can address. And maybe there will be a message in here that will help someone on their journey. But first, I want to start off by giving a hug because I feel that with the pressures and the uncertainties of the world, we need some comfort and we need a safe place. So let's give us a hug. Let's stay inspired and let's stay encouraged. Today, I want to talk about the theme of ego. Yes, ego shows in tarot readings. And sometimes ego can be good energy, but it can also be an energy of manipulation. You see, self-esteem is not always given. I believe personally that it is a learned behavior. I do not believe, this is my commentary on this, that we just come out with loads of self-esteem. I feel like we learn it through socialization. And socialization is part of relationships, how we interact with other people. It is important. It can identify us and it can also define us. And whether that is a good aspect or a bad aspect, that is up for you to take under consideration. But I want to talk about how ego can affect relationships negatively. Why? How is it that having self-esteem, be self-reliant, and being independent, how could that damage a connection? Well, it depends on the intent. In the tarot, one of the cards that comes up quite often with this energy is the Six of Wands and the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. The energies can be perplexed because it can be a myriad of a combination of what's truly going on in a connection. And I'm going to use as a guide very quickly for this gem today in reference to love relationships. Because believe it or not, it all plays out in tarot readings. Ego can be blinding because sometimes we become so engulfed with ourselves and so engulf with our destination and with what we want and with what we think we deserve, that when we are in connection with someone else, we become blinded and we don't really see or hear the person that is in front of us. Now, if the intent is honest, and if the intent is kind, and if the intent is welcoming, then it can be beneficial. But what happens when the ego becomes ill-willed and malicious? What happens with that? What I want to state to you is sometimes we can push people so far into the distance because we are so afraid of being vulnerable. And what happens is we can become paranoid. We see it in the tarot readings. And we can also sabotage the Five of Swords with negative thinking. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. There's nothing wrong with using your due diligence. And there's definitely nothing wrong with taking your time to figure people out. But sometimes when we aren't honest with ourselves about where we are in our healing process, and when we do not have self-awareness before we connect with someone, we could be living in la la land, and we could be living in self-delusion. So we may create situations that are not there. So I feel when I do tarot readings, sometimes I will find that people are blocked. And let's be real here. Most relationships have issues because they are very unbalanced. Now, they do take reciprocity. You must have give and take. But when one person is doing all of the lifting, doing all of the giving, doing all of the nurturing, all of the providing, it is out of balance. There has to be an exchange. Why? Because it takes two to tango. Because if the other person is absent, withdrawn, disappears, you are left there standing or sitting by yourself. And the question is, do you recognize that? So, where does the ego come in? The great impasse, the Two of Swords. Do you love them? Do you like them? Have we ever really posed that question? Can you really love someone that you don't like? And can you really like someone that you don't love? Only you can answer that question. But I would beg to state that you would want both. I cannot tell you how many times I've done readings where the client has resonated and stated, I love this person. And I can see that very clearly in the energies, in the reading. But they'll say to me, I don't like them. I love them, but I don't like them. Why? It could be a myriad of reasons. One, belief systems. Trying to make someone into something that they are not. Trying to fit someone into a lifestyle and or a relationship they don't want. And what ends up happening is that sooner than later, the person becomes frustrated, agitated, and repulsed by the person that is in front of them. Because the fact is, perfect attendance will not solve your problem. If the person in front of you does not care. Holding on by any means necessary to someone who is blocked, and that for some of you could be emotionally blocked, physically blocked. I mean, they're right in front of you, but they're not available because they don't see you, they don't care about you, and they don't hear you. And I don't want this to be negative. I'm just explaining to a lot of you what shows up in the readings. And what shows up in the readings is the bare truth about lovers and their real connection, not the connection that they have on social media, not the connection where they're putting on a show for you, for exes, for nexus. No, real life situationships play out in tarot readings. And whether a lot of you know it or not, a lot of it is a show. And the reason it is about the show is because one person has checked out while the other person continuously checks in, hoping that they will get whatever crumbs the person is throwing their way. Because you see, with some of these connections, each person has their throne. The games and their thrones. So the situation room is, whose throne are you on? Are they on your throne? Are you on their throne? Or are you out here on a throne by yourself? Because in a relationship, both of you should be on the throne together, creating a united front. But that is not what I am seeing. What I am seeing is one person sitting on the throne, looking for the other person who is nowhere to be found. You are still investing into this throne. You are dressing up the throne. You are investing in dressing it up. You are engaging with the throne. You are loving the throne, but no one is there sitting next to you. So why are you dressing up a throne that they don't care about? Why are you investing in a throne that they have thrown away, that they have dismissed and discarded? These are just questions. These are themes that I am pulling in tarot readings. You know, I remember when I was a child, there was a nursery rhyme. And the nursery rhyme was, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Quote. This was the nursery rhyme. And I will tell you what I know for sure, and this is my personal commentary, and I can attest that this is what I pull in tarot readings. Words do hurt. And words can have a lifetime effect on an individual. Because for a lot of us who have been through anything, some of us who've been through trials and tribulations, some of us who've hit the wall and had to bounce back, some of us who had to come from the bottom up, understand that words do hurt. Words can affect you for years and years ahead, even when the person that caused the damage is long gone. So, why is this important? It's important because what I want to bring to the forefront is, what throne are you on? Can you identify it? Can you recognize it? Can you define it? And if you are in a relationship, is the person sitting on the throne with you? Or have they checked out? So, what I want to leave for a lot of you today is something that I've been thinking about, and that is, why are you romancing a throne? This is for those of you who are in connection and in relationships. Why do you continue to romance a throne for somebody who isn't there? Just some gems today, because you deserve your 10 of Cups. You deserve a soft place to land. You deserve attention. You deserve to be heard. And you deserve to be seen and respected and cherished and valued and considered and loved. A relationship should be a love relationship, should be a soft place. It should not be one of resistance and of anger and ill will. It should make you feel good. It should make you feel happy. It should make you feel glad and not sad. So think about where you are in your connection with the person that you love and what it is that you truly want. Because what I know for sure is that I don't care what anybody says. Sticks and stones will break your bones, and words will hurt you. So, my lovelies, I want to thank you for tuning in to this message. I hope that you continue to stay encouraged, love yourself, use your spirit of discernment, clap even when other people are not clapping for you. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Continue trying to live your best life. And remember, you have to teach people how to treat you. Love should not be hurting. It should be helping. I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. Always blessings to all of you. And until next time, my lovelies, take care.